Hello everyone, welcome to the Friday review, and today I'm going to do my review on the iPad Pro, the 12.9 model. I've been using this iPad Pro for about a year now. I originally got this to replace my MacBook for college, because in college I really just typed a lot, so I didn't really need something really powerful like my MacBook. So I decided to get rid of my MacBook and get this, because I originally always used the Apple environment to type papers and different things. So I was like, why carry this heavy MacBook around whenever I can get this device? And I'm familiar how to use iOS, and I know the limitations of it. So I decided, why not get rid of my old iPad Air and get this when Apple first announced it. I did have some problems trying to find this in stores around here. But I finally ended up having to order it directly from Best Buy, and I got it shipped to me. But this is actually, I think, one of my best purchases I've done in a long time, because I use it almost on a daily basis. It's always being used. And I know a lot of people did not like the iPad Pro at the same time, because the Apple made it to replace the laptop, but it's still running iOS. Yes, that's an issue, but if you know how to use iOS to its advantage, then you could get a lot of things done with it. So, like I said, this is the 12.9 inch model. You can get this model in 32 gig, which this is the model I decided to get, and 32 gig has actually been fine with me. And it comes in 128 and 256. So that is really, really nice. It weighs about 2 pounds, so it's not really heavy. It does have Touch ID, so that's nice. And your front-facing camera and a back-facing camera, all that. So that's all really, really nice. This has the A9X processor, and a M9 coprocessor, and this is 64-bit. 64-bit in iOS has came away a lot. It's pretty nice. You can tell a lot of differences from previous models of iPads and a 64-bit model iPad. There was a big difference with the apps and different things, so that is nice. So this does have two front-facing camera and a back-facing camera. The back-facing camera is a 8 megapixel camera. The differences from the 9.7 and the 12.9 iPad Pro is, one of the things is the cameras. The camera on this model is the 8 megapixel camera. It has HDR photo, panorama, and different things. So it's really nice. And it can record in 1080p at 30 frames a second, slow motion at 720p, and then the front-facing camera on the front of it is actually a lousy 1.2 megapixel camera. And it does record in 720p in the front-facing camera. It's good enough to make FaceTime calls and different things. It's really nothing too bad. But one thing that kind of made me a little bit mad is, like I said, the differences from the 9.7 and the 12.9. The 12.9 front-facing camera is actually a 5 megapixel camera, but it still records in 720p. Not that bad, but it's still kind of terrible. And it also has the ability to do retina flash, where it will flash the screen whenever you take a front-facing camera. And then also on the back-facing camera, it is a 12 megapixel camera, like I said, that can also record in 4K at 30 frames a second and 1080p in 60 frames a second. So the cameras are a big difference, but again, I don't really mind about the cameras because I don't really use my iPad to take cameras. Like I use it to take a quick picture here and there, but overall, nothing too crazy. I don't really go to any places and use my iPad to take cameras. I've never really understood why people would do that. Both of the iPad Pros do include 4 speakers. That is one major thing that I love about the iPad Pros is speakers. Because normally I would always watch videos on it and different things. And so it's really, really nice. But I do think Apple should change where the speakers are. Like, I like how they're on the top and bottom, but I wish they were on the sides instead of top and bottom. Because usually when you watch a video, you'll usually like this. And so you're covering up 2 speakers when you're doing this to watch a video. That's one thing that kind of annoys me a little bit, but I'm fine with that. Not too bad. It does have dual microphones on it, so that is nice. So it has your microphone here, one microphone here on the side, and then the one on the back by the camera, so that's really nice. And then we also have, let's take a look around the device. We have your volume rockers and your microphone, your power button, your speaker grill, your 2 speakers. On the bottom, you have your 2 speaker grills and your lightning port, which is USB 3, which is really, really nice. And then you also, I forgot on the top, you do have a headphone jack. I've been using my iPhone 7 too much that I forget that my devices have headphone jacks now. So also, since this has USB 3, a lightning, so it does transfer data back and forth to your computer really, really fast. So that's one thing. If you do use this, I know a lot of people use this for drawings and different things because you can get the Apple Pencil, which I have used, and it is actually one of the best accessories for the iPad Pro. So it's really nice to have. I just never picked one up because I don't really draw that much. And also, I don't really take notes anymore because I'm not in college. I'm in college, but I'm taking online classes, so I don't really take notes. So I don't really have a need for the pencil right now. And also, forgot to mention, you do have the smart connector. What this smart connector does is it allows you to use a bunch of different accessories that takes advantage of that. So you can get a keyboard like the one I did, the Logitech one, a Logitech keyboard that I got. It basically powers the keyboard with the power of the iPad, and it doesn't really affect your battery that much at all. So that is really nice. There's not a lot of companies out there that's making a bunch of things that you take advantage of the smart connector. Mostly it's keyboards right now. But when Apple first announced it, it seemed like a pretty neat idea. But a lot of manufacturers haven't really took advantage of that because you can still get Bluetooth devices and different things. And then of course it has iOS 10 on it, which is slightly getting better. The battery on this lasts about 10 hours, just like a normal regular iPad does. So that's nice. But the issue with the 12.9 model is you can't really use any external battery packs. For example, you can't really use any external battery packs because the tablet uses way too much power and it can't keep up. So you can be using this and the battery will still die on the iPad even if you have this plugged in. But there is a fix for that. It is the USB-C to Lightning cable. If you are going to pick up an iPad Pro, I would highly recommend just picking up one of these and an Apple's official USB-C charger, which is the MacBook charger, because this also charges your iPad faster, and you can also use this with almost any USB-C battery power bank. So this is a must-have accessory also for the iPad Pro is USB-C to Lightning. And also, this is also will transfer your files a lot faster than traditional Apple cables because this is actually USB 3 compatible. Oh, it's actually USB 3.1 in a sense. But you know what I mean. You still get the same amount of speed, the USB 3 speed of the cable. So overall, this is a really nice tablet to get but it's not for everyone. There's selected uses. Like for me, it was mostly typing papers on it and different things with pages and different things. That I use this all the time. Because, and it's like, it's not for everyone because you have to find the particular use that you would get it. Like I've worked at Staples for about 2 years, and when this first came out, I think we've only sold maybe a total of 3 iPad Pros, 12.9, because not everyone needs this big of a tablet to do just everyday internet tasks. You have to have a special reason why, and my reason was because I typed a lot. I got a keyboard that I could use, and I typed papers and pages and different things. So that is why I decided to get it. So with the iPad Pro, you really have to determine if you need something or if you really need to get this for like drawing or you just want to type papers on it. You have to come up with a reason why you get it, because if you just buy it, you'd be disappointed because it's just a big iPad then to you. There also it's been out for a year, and I would think app developers like Facebook would make their iPad app take advantage of the big screen, but it's not. It's just a big blown up Facebook app, which is kind of disappointing because it's been out for a year and Facebook still hasn't updated their Facebook app to take advantage of the big screen. So that's kind of a bummer. A lot of apps have already taken advantage of it, but I would think Facebook at least would take the advantage of it. And another thing I don't really understand is their Pages application actually is able to take advantage of the big screen. So I don't know why Facebook hasn't really made their regular Facebook app that, but overall, if you need a nice tablet, I would highly recommend getting the regular iPad Air or even the 9.7 Pro, because if you want to go up to this big of an iPad, like I said, you have to have a reason for it. And I'm not saying that this is the best tablet ever or anything, because I mostly own all Apple devices. They just work for me, and they all work together, so that's why I decided to buy Apple. So I'm not saying from an Apple fanboy stance. It's that you do need a reason to buy this, because you won't be able to take advantage of the big screen if you don't really use it for what it's meant for. Like for what it's meant for me, I could have easily gone with the 9.7 inch if I knew they were going to come out with one. But iOS is limited, and you do need to know how to use that in its limitability. But overall, if you are looking to get this the iPad Pro 12.9, they start at $799 for 32 gig and go up to $1,000. And then you can also get this in 3G, the 4G model. But I would really think if you are wanting to get one of these, I would really do some research, additional research, and actually see how it would help you in what you want it to use it for. But overall, this is a great tablet. Like I said, this is one of my best purchases, so I'd really recommend getting one of these. Probably if they come with a new one of this model, I would probably buy it. They would have to add some more better features, but overall, I'm really happy with this purchase, and if you decide to get one, I'm pretty sure you'd be happy with it too. But yeah, hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you in the next one.